Access granted. Transferring data. Activated.
Okay, how's that? Can anybody hear me? I hope so. I see at least getting a sound meter now. All right. Oh no, I went deaf overnight. It's okay, Armando. I'm back. Don't go deaf. I don't know how that would affect your singing. Yeah, that would be good. Thank you, Zap Guy. All right. Well, good morning, Gen Con TV. Hi. If you're here because you love Gen Con, I just want to say I do too. I love Gen Con. I love Gen Con TV. I love that with Gen Con TV and Twitch and everything like that, I can pretty much just get online anytime I want to, as long as there's not another show running, and play games and hang out and chat with y'all. So I think this is so much fun. It's a miracle. Yeah, it's a miracle. So here we are back playing. Well, today we're continuing my game of Civilization 6 playing Canada. On epic speed, pursuing a diplomatic victory. And I think it's theoretically possible this might be the last episode of the game, but I don't know. Still got a lot enough to do. I think it's going to be a couple episodes. And I will say I will not be playing next week because I will be in Italy. I am going over to Lucca Comics and Games Convention. They've invited me to come over to celebrate 30-year anniversary of Magic the Gathering being launched in Italy. And so that's pretty. And that was the first foreign language translation that we made for Magic the Gathering. I'll be there with John Jordan and the guy who used to be our Italian distributor, Giovanni Iglesias, who's passed away, but his daughter will be there to represent the family, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons while I'm there. yeah. So stay tuned for more announcements about that. So how's everybody doing? Good, I hope. Everybody say hi if you want to say hi in chat. It's okay. I live for that. All right. Well, and meantime, I'm going to start our game and get into the right screen situation for that. Yeah, that's it. I did it. Woohoo! I'm on a roll. I fixed my mic and I switched scenes in Twitch. It's also a miracle. Yes. Okay. I'm playing single player Canada Computer vs. Machine. Turn 325. Yeah, it does sound like late game. Let's see. We are in the atomic era. Okay, let's load this game. So if I remember right, I've got like 16 diplomatic victory points out of a necessary 20 to win the game. And there is I believe there was a competition going on where if I win the competition, I'll get 2 more points. So then I'll be only 2 points away. All the planning we've done to minimize our CO2 production and position ourselves for carbon recapture missions. I don't know, there's a chance I may not get that far, but we can be proud that we played the game with the right strategy here anyway. But I think this, knock on wood, hear that? I'm knocking on wood. Knock on wood, this game will go well. All right, so let's, oh yeah, we've got Ethiopian rock bands we got to contend with. Yeah, actually we just pretty much ignore them. So let's see about the aid request right off the bat. Okay, so here is the aid request. Catherine de Medici was ravaged by a natural disaster, and so there's a disaster recovery program, and we're of course helping her for altruistic purposes, and if we help her more than anybody else does, we're going to get 2 diplomatic victory points. Well, so far we have 3,100 points, and everybody else has 0 or less than 0. There's not a lot of enthusiasm for helping Catherine, but we shall not be complacent, because all it takes is 1-for-1 gold in the last turn. We want to make sure, we got 24 turns, so that could happen. We just want to make sure on the last turn that we have more points than anybody else has gold. So like if you look up here, you see where everybody, right now we do have more points than anybody has gold. So if this ended, there's no way anybody could catch up. So the biggest risk here is that we will forget about this. and all of a sudden it'll be over, like, oh shoot, and maybe we won, maybe we didn't, but we can guarantee a win here if we are just a bit cautious. Oh, my favorite hero is back, Himiko. I love Himiko. She is fully charged. She just came. I forgot that we got Himiko back last turn. Oh, that's so exciting. Be still my beating heart. I love Himiko. I have such a crush on her. So you see that right now we are suzerain of almost every city-state. I love that. In fact, every city-state except one. That's what it looks like. Am I reading that right? Are we suzerain of every city-state except for we are? We are suzerain of every city-state except for one. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think we'll send Himiko to the one we're not suzerain of, which is Jerusalem. Now, where the heck is Jerusalem? It is there. All right, Himiko, go there. That's your mission. You're not selected. Okay, well, let's see. We'll try this again. We're not at war with anybody, so we should be able to just send her. We got open borders, I think, with everybody, too. We should be able to just let her stroll on in here. Let's see, look at all these mountains here. So I think we want to go up through Yerevan, up to this way. That's going to be 9 turns. Going around the other way, it's going to be, oh wow, it's faster the other way. It looks like it's a longer distance, but probably some of it was on water or something. Okay, we're going to go this way. And, oh yeah, there's Mulan sitting over there. Okay. Well, that's great. So in 7 turns, she'll show up in Jerusalem, and we will try to flip her. Let's see. Armand, by the way, hello Armando. Hello Zap Guy 71. Hello Gen Con TV. I know who you are. Running the board with City States. Yes, Armando. I mean, it's particularly nice with a diplomatic strategy because it. One of the things in the diplomatic victory, you're trying to maximize your diplomatic favor, which are your votes in the World Congress, and you get diplomatic favor from a bunch of different sources. And speaking of which, let's take a look. We're getting 59 diplomatic favor per turn. 6 from embassies, 10 from alliances, 3 from our level 3 government, 2 from tourism. Yeah, we're not a lot of tourism going on here. But we've got, as Canada bonus, you get 1 diplomatic favor per 100 points of tourism. So you can see that ability is not too exciting unless you're getting a lot more tourism than we are. Plus 10 from suzerain and plus 28 extra diplomatic favor. I'm not quite sure what that actual diplomatic favor is, but I'm also not too worried. Zach Guy, hi, Peter. Chris Nitz lurking here. Old WotC card typesetter. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. I gotta say, I'm not just buttering it, but I love typesetting. I used to do a little bit of typesetting in tech back in the day, TEX, and it was really fun. I had a good friend named Kim McLaughlin who was really big on typesetting, and he taught me a lot about it. And back when desktop publishing was first becoming a thing, where like you could, use software to improve your tech. Anyway, use tech to improve the layout of your text and stuff like that. So I appreciate good fonts. I appreciate you know, all the things like leading and kerning and all that stuff. Good stuff. So I respect your craft. Um, Miss my oh, thank you. So you missed my voice. Excited to learn of my stream. Oh, great. Yeah. Well, we're doing it. We're having a lot of fun here. I really do enjoy this thing. Let's see. St. John is at 8. We got lots of amenities and lots of food and lots of culture production. Okay, so we just, I guess, want more of the same. Let's look at where we're at on the tech tree real quick. Like, I always like to start there. Okay, so we're a ways behind Amanitore and Sejong. Yeah, there's no danger of this game ending today. Look at, I'm way behind these two. Okay, I really got to get cracking on science a little bit better. On culture, I'm number 2 against Menelik. Okay, so we cannot let up on the science and the culture. So we are going to get the library, and I think I'm going to prioritize culture. We built up to Renaissance walls. Renaissance walls, the reason I've been building those is because they do give you more diplomatic favor and tourism, I think, at the end game. But I think what I need to do is be really prioritizing just raw culture. Oh, look at these cultists hanging out in my lands. You know, I don't think that they can do much to me unless they get a huge mob of them, and I'm mainly with my apostles there guarding the border against somebody coming up and trying to convert my cities, especially the Ethiopians. Okay, so this is... Oh, I can get a great work. Great. Oh, 3 sisters playing chess. Lovely piece. Proud to have it in my arsenal. I don't know if I had a mission in mind for these line infantry. Oh, there is a problem down here of this city-state becoming something of a nuisance. There's a city here that used to belong to the Cree, and it rebelled and became independent, and it's going to flip to me at some point, but I'm going to refuse it because it's just going to be a hassle keeping its loyalties, given that it's closer to a bunch of free cities than my own. So it's also going to be a hassle that it's neutral, because every once in a while I'll send out some troops, and those troops will be aggro. Gelf, looking for a trade route. Let's select a trade route destination. Hey, how come it's not giving me the priorities of, like, show trade routes all? Okay, I am momentarily confused. Usually you're able to sort your trade route options based on things like, oh, how much gold they will give you, but it's not giving me that ability to prioritize here. Did I flip some sort of mode or something like that? I don't know. Let's go look over here in the trade route section over here. Okay, so available routes. Let's say my benefits. No, their benefits. Based on... Yeah, this screen suddenly looks different from what I'm used to. This is what happens when you play these games. Sometimes, like, oh, what happened? Why did I get... Why did this thing get changed? And if I'm supposed to be teaching the game, I'm supposed to know all the answers to all these questions, right? Okay, it's not letting me sort by gold. Let's if I click here, gold. No. Well, I do remember that we were running some long trade routes from cities like Guelph and Brantford, and the reason these were more lucrative is that the longer the trade route is and the more trading posts the trade route goes through, the more money it makes. So I'm just going to decide that Guelph is fine, but I'm going to look for better deals than what I'm getting here. Okay, looks like I can get 24 gold by going to Marrow. Going to the, well, here, look at, I'm only getting 17, but look at all this other stuff I get if I go here. That's pretty interesting. Well, I don't see a point in overthinking this. Let's just keep the game moving, and we're going to go to this one here. That's 17 gold, which is close to the 23, but also 4 housing, 5 production, the culture and the science. Sure, why not? And it'll be a mystery as to why the typical way of organizing these returns on these is not working. Okay, so the Cuirassier is going to wait right there. That's fine. And okay, up here, what we were doing with our religious units, we have an apostle and a guru, all advocating the religion of ice hockey, of course. And we have done really good with our religion in that pretty much all of the Cree and Congo worship our religion. But there's a pretty strong religion up here in Nubia, and you can tell by the cross here in the cities that it's that it's the Protestant religion, where my religion is this little tree, like a maple tree, and the religion of ice hockey. So we are keeping an eye on her to make sure that if she sends any apostles down into our territory to spread her religion into our territory, that we know about it and have a chance to react. So, but I leave those units there and make sure that one of them is always awake, so that forces me to look at the unit and therefore look at the terrain and glance around and see if there's any apostles. One danger of putting units on sentry or fortified or putting them to sleep, whatever you want to call it, is that you're not, if there's a section of the map that's important to you that you're not looking at on a regular basis, you can miss things. And so we've basically, steel artillery. We basically, if you look at the overall map here, let's look at this full screen map just for the hell of it. We're the white territory with red dots down here, and while this blue is the Cree, it looks like ocean. It's not. This is our land. So our main borders are with the Cree, and then here there's a narrow border with India here, and so we could also end up with a naval invasion, but I haven't seen that much in Civ 5 or 6 in terms of just some AI coming at you with a big naval invasion. It happens, well, in Civ 5 I've seen it a few times, but and these guys are all, I'm allied with everybody, just about, or friends with everybody, because I am pursuing diplomatic favor, so I've done everything I can think of to make people happy, sometimes eating a bit of crow. But these are the main, really the only two borders I take time to look at on a regular basis. Ethiopia, I think, is my strongest opponent, so they've been the hardest one to maintain a friendly relationship with. Okay, great person. Let's take a look at that. Who'd I get? Ah, great musician. Good. More culture. We need it. Okay. Yep, just keeping an eye on everything over here. And this Antonio Vivaldi. Where do you want to go to? Probably needs a broadcast center. Where is one? Oh, come on. Don't tell me I don't have a broadcast center yet. I don't see any spots popping up that are showing as a place I could go and drop off. Let me make sure. This is what it does. It creates a great work of music. Is that true? I've got 1,800 gold. I might be able to. Well, let's just do this real quick. I think you have to. I think the broadcast center is the place that have one. And I know I'm building a couple. Yeah, I think I'm just like right in the middle of building broadcast stadiums, and I don't actually have any yet. There's one there, broadcast center. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a couple turns. So we might have to wait a little while before we can give Vivaldi a place to sing. Oh no, there's one right there. Oh, it's saying I can't go there because the artist is in the way. Let's move the artist first. Okay. And let the artists do their thing. One thing, if you've been watching carefully, you might be noticing like, hey, Peter, you could go out and get some theming bonuses. I haven't been doing that. It's really hard until you get enough of them that that you can trade with other civs, and I will check that again at some point here, but it's probably getting about time to look at that again. Someone, let's see, Zap Guy or Nick, right? Chris Nitz writes, I remember you love cartography. These maps are beautiful. So much info at one glance. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do love cartography. In addition to typesetting. I probably spent a lot more time on cartography than typesetting. Yeah, I still love to pull out paper and pens, pencils, and just make a map. So there's going to be another special session of the World Congress at the end of this turn. I don't know what it's going to be, but if I get 2 victory points from it and 2 victory points from the aid request, then I will win the game. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure I still have diplomatic. Diplomacy. Yes, I'm at 16 out of 20. Now, what I'm expecting to come up at some point is going to be the diplomatic vote for head of the World Congress, or like, is that what they call it? Head of the world, leader of the world, something like that. And that is tricky. Usually, your best bet on that is to vote against yourself. Okay, let's put this guy up here. No more. Okay, no more Nubian apostles there. Okay, well, I'm very curious to see what the vote is going to be in the World Congress. Saying, please wait, please wait. Okay. I'm also getting ready. I'm also uploading a file. I'm cheating here a little bit. I'm not really cheating. No, I take notes. I have I think to win the diplomatic victory, to maximize your chance, you really have to understand how the AIs tend to vote on various resolutions that come up. And so what I have done is kept track in past games of how the AI votes on different resolutions. Some of them are very consistent, and so it's really good to know that. Like, okay, they will almost always vote this way on this topic. Other ones tend to be more mixed as to how. And also it's influenced by the world situation. That takes real player skill, which I feel like I'm lacking a little bit to really get that. Okay, let's find out what's up for voting. I have a little file up. All proposals submitted. Oh, I didn't get to vote on this. Whatever it was, I didn't get to vote. Okay, so we can deduce what it is. There was a city-state emergence. We honor the independence of city-states. We will not turn a blind eye to this conquest. Oh. Somebody took over a city-state. That's probably why I control most of them, is that there are fewer of them, maybe. And there was it looks like Menelik is the guilty party. They took over one of the city-states. We don't know which one. We could go back and figure it out somehow, I suppose. Doesn't really matter. And somebody's upset about it, filed a complaint, but everybody doesn't really care. So, including Menelik, who voted 8 votes against doing anything about it, and a bunch of other people voted against doing anything about it as well. And whoever put forward the vote didn't vote in favor of it, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, so much. I was excited, maybe a chance of winning a couple more victory points, but that's not what happened. Okay, we have finished researching a nuclear program, which could really increase our great science point production. Maybe we'll take a look. Well, okay, so one thing I try to do before going and looking at policies is look at there's a bunch of policies that will help your housing amenities, and that's really crucial in some cases. So the question is, how reliant are we on them right now? And okay, so here we go. Amenities. Most of my cities are happy, content, or ecstatic, which means that we have more amenities than we technically need. And growth rate is normal to accelerated, which is good. Okay, so I feel like we have a healthy situation on amenities and housing. So with that knowledge in mind, go back and take a look at these policies and see, let's review our policies across the board actually. Renaissance walls +2 science. Okay, interesting. I feel like my mods aren't working. You know what? Mondo, it's that game with you. It screwed up all my mods. Look I'm not getting the I'm not getting all the stuff. I'm playing modless. Oh my god. Yeah, in fact, quick deals isn't up. Oh, something's gone wrong here on yeah, look at, I don't have my quick deals mod up. My mods aren't working. That's why everything's a little off. Hey Joshua, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, well, this will not stand. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. Well, let's see, I'll just do a quick save. And I gotta figure out, I'll go back to the main menu and figure out what's wrong with my mods here. My mods are too good to play without. Sorry. It is, Armando. I'm sure it's your fault. I'm blaming you. Okay, let's see. Game options. Is that where it's at? I think so. Language interface? No. Key bindings? No. This isn't it. This is additional content. Mods. They're all disabled. What? Somebody stuck out of my computer and disabled all my mods. Enable all. Hey, that sounds dangerous. Let's do it. There is one I don't need Hillier Hills and Hillier Hills Cooler Tundra edition, whatever. Okay. By the way, I'm just going to scroll through these slowly. If you want to know what mods I use, you could screen capture this. And I'll scroll down here a little bit. You can back up and if you're just curious what ones I like to use. I mean, they're all in here because I like them, but extended policy cards is one that I immediately noticed something was wrong, because what it tells you is for each of your policies, it sums up some of the bonuses. You owe a D $20. Yeah, quick deals is though the best one. That is the one that saves you so much time in trade. But anyway, okay, so we're gonna enable, and okay, everything is enabled except maybe Hillier Hills. Okay, no, that one is going to be disabled. There we go. Okay. Resume game. Well, let's see. I don't know what. Yeah. I think the mods really helped this game, guys. And it's so much easier to install them and stuff than it was in Civ 5. Because Civ 5, you're off editing text files and some weird directory and all this sort of stuff like that. Here, you're just going into Steam Workshop and finding the mod and installing it, and then you go into that menu, enable them or disable them, as you see fit. And I'm sure there's other ones. Those are just ones that I know, and I got those from Marborzir. He's one of the Civ streamers who I enjoy watching. If you ever want to watch a real expert at Civilization 6, I suggest either him, Marborzir, or Potato McWissy, or Ursa Ryan. I think they're all excellent, and I've learned most of what I know by watching them, or playing myself, or reading strategy guides. Okay, so we're getting power notices. Okay, yeah, all of a sudden here we're getting quick deals. Yes, okay, thank you. And then yes, okay, let's get our economy going here. I mean, we're only making 594 gold a turn. That's not nearly enough. Okay, let's sell our truffles to Congo, and let's purchase. What do we got? Yes, we'll purchase tea. We'll purchase salt at less than 1 gold piece per turn. This is broken. I mean, I'm going to use it, of course, but it's broken how much better, how the disparity in the trade values between what you can trade away luxes and what you can buy luxes for. You can buy them at like a 10th price. And so if you ever get a chance to buy a lux that you already have and then get anyway, that's great, because effectively you're turning it, you're reselling it for a profit. See, now we have all these little indicators down here of what I'm getting off these. So let's look at change policies. Back to where we were. This military research is giving me 22 science per turn, which is nice. And I don't see anything else on that list that I want more. So let's look at our economic policies. Liberalism is what we have. Here we have liberalism is giving us 15 amenities. That's pretty nice, but we have excess excess amenities. Now we get bonuses from those excess amenities, so we shouldn't discard them casually. Sports theater is getting us 22 culture and 1 amenity. New Deal is giving us 26 amenities and 52 housing. And 5-year plan is giving us 58 hammers and 17 science. All those are good. So now the question is, there's something over here that we want even more than that. Market economy is +8. That's +24 in a combination of gold, science, and culture. That's pretty nice. Gold, science, and culture are extremely important to us. Sometimes it's worth reading the text on these too, because sometimes they give you a bonus that doesn't really quite translate into a number. I think I'm going to call this extra 8 science and extra 8 culture more important than 15 amenities right now. And now let's go look at diplomatic. Colonial offices, espionage. like here's one, gunboat diplomacy. That it doesn't have a number that stands up to, but you look at what it says: open borders with all city-states and +4 influence points. The +4 influence points per turn towards printing envoys is really like doubling down on our suzerain statuses here. Raj is one of those. I love this diplomatic policy. It just gets better and better as you get more city-states. So this, in a lot of games, it's not going to be good. But in this game, where I'm controlling, where because of Hamiko, I'm controlling a lot of city-states, it really adds up. And 39 housing. I mean, that's a lot of housing. Okay, I'm happy with all those diplomatic ones. Now the tough analysis comes looking at, do I really want to... now that great, let's see, the great science points here. There's one here. Okay, here we go. Science foundations, +2 great science points per turn for every university, and +4 great science points per turn for every research lab. That's going to get up to 6. And 2 for every engineer, 4 for every, or for every factory, 4 for every power plant. Well, we're not doing power plants, but we probably should grab science foundations. So the question is, what do we next? Let's see, this is +1 housing per level walls, +2 diplomatic favor. I really like the extra diplomatic favor, but you know, we're getting 59 a turn. Oh wait, this is 59. This is 2 diplomatic favor for every Renaissance wall. And I've built a Renaissance wall in almost every city, so that's really like, I'm getting like 20. If I think back to the breakdown of my diplomatic favor, the 32 extra, I think a big chunk of that's coming from this. So I got to keep that. Well, I think I'm going to have 5-year plan, kick out market economy, and I'm going to bring in science foundations. Armando says all the mods are working in my games. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know how they got turned off. That's just funny. Okay, I think that I hope I haven't pulled back on amenities and housing too much. We'll find out. I don't know if it'll update right away. Sometimes it does. Let's take a look at cities now. Yeah, happiness has dropped to merely content, although slightly better than content in a couple cases. So ecstatic and happy. So, okay. Growth, slight bonuses. That's fine. We don't... we're good on that. Alright, so let's open the civics tree and see what... okay, I think of... Okay, so here we picked suffrage, so we get democracy for our government, most recent government upgrade, which is great. It's definitely the best one for our strategy. So there's not much point in learning these 2 civs, and they're not prerequisites for anything, but I think it's going to require us to take those when we get down here into the future era. But we'll find out. I think that's just something I think is true, and let's see, we don't have the boost for Cold War. We need to research. Wow, there's a lot of boosts we don't have. Build an aerodrome or airstrip on a foreign continent. We could do that because our 2 cities are up in the very northeastern corner, Toronto and Halifax, I think, are on a different continent than one we started on. And we could build a spaceport district. We'd be only building the aerodrome or the spaceport in order to get the boosts on these 2, but I think it might be worth it. And we have to research nuclear fission. So let's find out how far we are from nuclear fission, and let's check our boosts on this as well. Come on, there we go. Oh, we're a long way from getting nuclear fission. Okay, we ain't waiting for that. We're gonna get combustion here soon. And do we have? Are we building privateers? We're not going to be. We're going to miss out on a number of the boosts which are coming up because we're not going to build units that require foil or coal. Okay, so let's see if we can. We should be able to get to 3 armies, and we're not going to build the oil power plant. Okay, so we want to get to 3 armies, and we want to get 2 privateers, and back to here. We're not worried about nuclear fission. We got to build an aerodrome and a spaceport if we want to get those boosts. That's fine, even though we'll certainly never use the spaceport. We may never use the aerodrome. Okay, so let's look at the lens of continents. And you can see most of my empire is in Oceania, but we do have some terrain up here that is on a different continent. Okay, so in Lemuria, we can do that. Okay, so we're also building a privateer, it looks like right here. That's great. I'm wondering if we're building a second privateer somewhere else. Yes, we are. Okay. In fact, we'll get both of them next turn. So then we queued up. What is Toronto going to build next? That's Windsor. I asked about Toronto. I asked for Toronto and you send me to Windsor. Oh, if I had a bard to make a song about this. What the? Okay, this is really weird. I keep clicking on Toronto and oh, I know what's happened. So this is a little thing. It shows me Toronto, but then if I choose production, Toronto's already producing something. It's going to go to the city that's not produced. Okay, so if I want to look at its production, I have to do it here. Okay, well, yeah, we want the university. We want all these other things too. But I think it was... Oh, let me double check again. What was it? Spaceport. Aerodrome and spaceport. So Toronto is... Well, I can't build another district. And Kingston can. Kingston's not the greatest performer when it comes to, shall we say, production? How long would it take to build an aerodrome? 9 turns? How about a spaceport? Do we even have the technology for a spaceport yet? We don't. Well, I guess that makes that decision easier. Okay, so we're gonna build an aerodrome just to get that boost. We'll put it out here in the desert because hey, nothing else. Hey, and it might make our theater square better. And we're gonna put it on top priority so we get it in time to get the boost for the other thing. And we got practice. Okay, so yeah, if only I had a bard. Yep. Okay, Windsor is done with medieval walls. Oh, and we've lost the opportunity to build Renaissance walls now. So I think once you get steel, you can't do it anymore. So let's build... I think we're going to do the research lab first. Yeah. See what else? Guelph. Guelph is like the last city I built, and it already has a better production than what was we were just looking at? Halifax. Kingston. Oh, Kingston. Oh, Kingston. Yeah. Okay. All right, Guelph. And it has better population too. Hey, do both of those have to be on a different continent? No, the spaceport doesn't have to be on a different continent. Oh, but we don't have the technology for a spaceport yet, do we? Nah, rocketry. Okay. Well, then let's just build the research lab. We're gonna need both of those. And the broadcast center. There's no enemy apostles. Don't see any. Okay. I think now he does have to wait for one of these broadcast centers to come on. Yeah, that one has one. Okay, I produced great work. Yay. Oh, wait, no, now we're back to Vivaldi. It looks like actually it's saying that I could go here and drop one off. Nota Concerto. Oh, it's in the old God obelisk. Oh, that's right. Okay, good deal. Yay. Oh, and I want to get to 3 armies. I think I feel like I had a plan to get to 3 armies. Let's see. I've got 1 army here with the line infantry. I've got a field cannon corps. And I got a spearman. Yeah, I definitely had a plan for getting into 3 armies. Okay, so here is a cavalry corps, and I think I might be producing another cavalry unit. Yes, 7 turns. I'll get one. When do I need the 3 armies? Oh, I got a little bit of time. Yeah. I got time. I'm gonna get the privateers next round. Okay, and I can work on that. Okay. So this production of cavalry will get me to a 3rd army cavalry. Oh, and there's a field cannon. Excuse me. And in fact, the field cannon is moving its way towards this field cannon. Well, we don't need to go that far. We'll go here. This cannon can come out and meet it. We lose our garrison bonus for a bit, but that's okay. Okay, so that will take care of that problem. I'm going to put Hercules over here. And... oh yeah, do we see any other Nubian apostles? I don't see any. I find them hard to see on this religious screen, the way it colors everything. You would think that if it puts everything the same color, no matter what the terrain is, that certain things would pop out better, and it hasn't worked out that way for me. Although I consistently try to use that view so that maybe I'll get accustomed to it and it'll work better for me. Current mission, yeah, okay, renew mission. Your knowledge of electricity has... oh, because of the privateers. Right, okay. And... yeah, we're gonna have to deal with a lot of warnings that, hey, you don't have enough power for all the things you want to do. I know. Okay, I can sell Menelik. I can sell olives and silk. Let's do it. Oh, good. Here we go. Let's sell the Congo. All right, there you go. Good. Let's double check I didn't miss a purchasing opportunity. Nope. Okay. Okay, St. John is finished the library. I think we just, yeah, keep working on the science angle here. Winnipeg, we've finished a privateer. Let's do the research lab. Oh, send envoys. Okay, whenever I get envoys, I double check and make sure am I still suzerain of all the things I should be suzerain, which is everything but Jerusalem. And okay, so I don't need to spin these. on any of these. I keep them in reserve, wait until one of the AIs takes my suzerainty position away from me, and then I throw the envoys in there. We're just guarding our border from aggressive zealots. And now that we have a privateer, we had to build him, and well, here. These guys, fortify. So, I shouldn't need much of a military, but obviously you want to have some amount of military. So I find the quests, the boost quests, like, get a spearman or get whatever, get 3 armies, whatever. I find these quests, I try to get those quests because not only do they help me get boosts for civics or science or whatever it is, but it kind of forces me to build military. Otherwise, it'd be really easy to not build any military, and then you're kind of hosed if somebody attacks you. But by pursuing those quests, I think it's a good thing. Okay, let's see. Unlocks the Golden Gate Bridge. Plus 1% tourism. Improvements in national parks in the city. I wonder if there's a spot to build that over where I do have a national park. I don't want tanks, supply convoys. I don't know if we want that or not. I'm just curious if that's at all possible. There's a lot of water over here. Is there an opportunity for Quebec City, which owns this national? I do have a national park right here, and I think it's owned by Quebec City. Yeah, it's part of Quebec City. So just for the hell of it, I'm going to see if there is a spot to build a Golden Gate Bridge. No suitable location. Now, it might be because Ottawa or Victoria has Victoria has the land. Let's look at this Golden Gate Bridge. I don't even know if I want to, but I've never built it before. And all tiles in the city have +4 appeal, +1 tourism. I don't know, it might be kind of nice. 47 turns there. Holy cow. I would need a great engineer that would help me build it. Do I have a great engineer? Like, I seem to have a vague memory of having a great engineer and him having not anything, or her having anything to build. Maybe I'm just going to look real quick to see if I have a great engineer somewhere. And I'm going to look, while it's figuring that out, I'm going to look at Quebec City and see what their building requirements. Okay, must be built on a coast tile. Okay, not a lake, a coast tile. The bridge, I think these are lake tiles, or are these coast tiles? That's a lake tile. Okay. Oh, well, there's a coast tile. Okay. What else does it say? Must be built on a coast tile. The bridge must run straight across the hex between 2 land tiles directly opposite each other. At least 1 water tile must be present on both left and right sides of the bridge. Okay, yeah, that's why it's tricky. So, like, if this hex here were water, and then you could build it here like that. Anyway. Okay, I don't see... I'm not going to spend any more time worried about that. I think it would have only been interesting, I think, to build it in the same town as a national park, because that's where a lot of my... Do I even have a lot of tourism here? I'm assuming I have a lot of tourism here because of the national park. It doesn't show my tourism here in Quebec City. It's just, that shows you how much I care about tourism. Oh, let's close this. Yeah, I very rarely care about tourism. Only in a cultural victory do I care about it very much. And I've only done that a couple times. Okay, open... Oh, time to pick the next tech. Well, let's pick electricity, because we just got the privateers for exactly that reason. And then, okay. Yeah, we're going to be a bit of a slog through this section, because we just can't get the we have a lot of faith and gold. I've been saving that. There is a chance to buy. Oh, here we go. Here triggers the Eureka moment for the rocketry technology, plus 20% production towards spaceport. So we could buy this. Oh my God, 4,540 faith. Although it looks like I'm going to get it anyway, but will I get it soon enough? Okay, I've got 846 points towards 1285, which is the cost of the next one. And the Nubia is in second place with 482. So I'm going to get this anyway. The question is how quickly will I get it? I'm getting 53 points per turn. So 2 turns is 100 points, or it was like 8 turns. I'm going to get that anyway. And so that will give me a boost for a completely worthless technology for me, but it helps me get through the tech tree faster. Yeah, it says great scientist or spy, but it's a great engineer. Interesting. Okay. I just want to double check. Am I really reading that right? This is the great engineer. It gives me the Eureka for rocketry. Yeah. Okay. But let's look at great scientist. This is 3 random technologies from the Atomic Information Era. That would be nice. Canada, I'm earning 65 per turn. So, in about 8 or 9 turns, I should be, let's see, 65, twice is 100, 16, 8, about 7 turns. I think I'll be getting both of these about the same time. So I might get some of those boosts. All right. The free city of Guanyun. There we go. I'm gonna go with Guanyun. Asked to join India. Oh, great. You have my blessing. I don't think they care about my opinion one way or the other, but I'm going to very smugly offer it and say, yes, you may. Yes, you may have. You may join India if you like. We will not oppose it. Okay, here we go. Here's a army of field cannons. And now all that's left is the 6 turns. We'll get the cavalry and we'll get the 3rd army. Okay, this guy's just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna move him around a little bit every once in a while. Whoops. Well, I think I just accidentally stuck him on some sort of auto thing. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong key. Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd my privateer go? Oh, here he is. Okay. No, it doesn't look like he has any move. Okay. Skip turn. My dad, my father, taught me how to play Civ. He used to always talk about butterfingering. He butterfingered the keyboard. That's like he pressed some key. Yeah, poor guy. He did this a lot. I remember playing. I say this with love because we've all been there. Okay, if we're all honest, we've all done this. Like, he would accidentally program a scout to move to the opposite side of the world, and then he'd been accidental, and he'd forget he had the scout, and he'd just be playing along, and like 30 turns later, all of a sudden the scout gets there, and like, what next? And he's like, what's my scout doing over in Russia or whatever it is? Oh, Monitory's happy that I have a fleet. Oh, good. All it took was 2 privateers, huh? All right, cool. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got my notifications back. So, uh-oh. Having a weapon is different from actually using it. I don't know if these... If he's saying it's okay that he has weapons, or he's saying it's okay that I have weapons. I've always found that one a little bit of a mystery to me. I'm looking at my notifications. Somebody built a cellar. India built a cellar. Okay, whatever. There's a barbarian somewhere way up there. These guys really need to clean up the neighborhood. I'm just saying. New York City doesn't have enough power. Yeah. Oh, I can sell some amber. Good. Let's sell some amber. I'll sell to Congo. Congo's been very competitive on rates lately. Maybe nobody else will trade with him. Who knows? The mysteries. The mysteries. Okay, Charlottetown. Finished the research lab. Good. What's it gonna make next? Oh, let's see. By the way, one thing I want to check real quick. Are we building a stadium here? Yes, we are building a stadium. And I'm accumulating a lot of money. Should I be, I feel like I should just accumulate a lot of wealth and money. It's tempting to accelerate some of these builds, but I think I might need it for getting great people at certain times. So I'm just gonna keep plugging away. Let's see, do we have enough housing? Yeah. This is Charlottetown. Oh, Charlottetown. What should you be doing next? We have industry. We have campus, but we don't have a theater square. So let's build a... Oh, we even have it. We even have space. Yes, we can build a theater square next to an entertainment center. It's already built. We should definitely do that. Okay. Yes, I want to build a theater square there. There we go. Thank you. All right, good. Whoa. Uh-oh. Somebody snuck in and converted my city. Where is that little person that did that? Okay. Looking for the apostle or whatever. Did he just do it by pressure? It couldn't have done it by pressure. The pressure from ice hockey is way higher than the pressure from what is that? Fact. Okay, since he must have run an apostle. He must have had an apostle in here somewhere that I didn't see. By the way, which religion? It's the Green Cross. The Green Cross is Eastern Orthodoxy, which is Ethiopia. Yeah, I see Ethiopia is my nemesis on the religion front. Okay, we gotta fix that. We are going to... let's see, which... Okay, so I have a couple of apostles. The ones that are standing sentry duty here that somehow he snuck by are both have debater promotion, which I highly recommend when it comes to religious conflict. It's like having... It's just you automatically win. Unless they have it too. But I can still spread religion. There you go. It's reestablished ice hockey as the religion. And I don't see any Ethiopian, just a rock band. Did he perform a rock concert in the Statue of Liberty? He might have. Another reason for building all those military units. aside from the obvious of having an army in case somebody attacks you, is that it reduces the chance that somebody will attack you. The stronger your military strength, the less chance some civ's going to come after you. So that just saves time and effort. Okay, I don't see any. Oh, over here. Okay. One thing I'll do if I'm worried about units sneaking around like that is before I hit next turn, I'll center the map so that I can see the area where I'm worried about. So when like Ethiopia moves, we should see there goes that. Oh wow, 3,000 tourism. Yeah. So there's a bit of a race between us and Ethiopia to whether they can get to cultural victory before I get to diplomatic victory, certainly. And okay, so I think the rock concert is what's spreading the religion. See, he didn't run an apostle down there, but it could be a religious rock group. Fortunately, the rock group is no longer there. The rock groups keep going until they have a bad concert, and then they split up over creative differences or whatever. It's really pretty funny. Poundmaker wants to sell me diamonds. I would love to purchase diamonds. I think that the rock group stuff is just really hilarious. The only sad part is that they only have a limited number of scripts of things they can say. I wish there was more of them because after a while you've seen them all and it's not quite as funny. Okay. So what I want to be careful with these debaters is that they have 3 spreads. Your apostles by default have 3 spreads. I use those spreads. I just don't want to use the last one because then I lose the apostle. So as long as it still has 1 spread left, it can run around at full strength as far as theological debate goes. This one's got 2 spreads left, so we can do that. They can debate once. Get us back into ice hockey as the religion of Toronto. So that's great. So yeah, it's showing us nice blue everywhere. And when's this guy gonna flip? It's gonna flip in 2 turns. A lot of cultists here. I think it'd be interesting. There's got to be. I've never seen cultists be effective, but I'm sure. I think I kind of want to do that sometime. I want to like do a game where my goal is to figure out how to make cultists work, and it has to do with loyalty. They can drain the loyalty of other cities, so it'd be a matter of like somehow like sending in. Oh, here we go. Here's Miko. Sending in your cultists into foreign lands and getting them to help flip the cities to your cities and stuff somehow. It sounds kind of cool, but I think you got to use a whole bunch of them. Kind of got to swarm in. I've never had it done effectively to me. I've never had somebody send in a wave of cultists and do anything interesting, do anything that seemed to matter. Oh, there is a World Congress vote. Okay, let's see what is up for vote. Patronage and sovereignty. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I keep records of how AIs tend to vote on these. So let's look at these one at a time. Patronage. I'm doing a search of my Word file. I found it. So, in past games, the voting history, I've run across this one in 3 different games, and the AI has been inconsistent, so this has been tricky. In 2 of the games, option A won, which is earn double the points towards great people of a certain class, the class that we picked. In 1 game, it was B, and they voted for no great merchants. For the ones that were A, 4 AIs voted for great scientists, 1 for great writers, and 3 against great merchants. Okay, so interesting. So in 2 of the 3 games, so that second game, it was actually close between A and B. In both games, there was a lot of voting against great merchants. So that seems to be the popular thing to do here. Okay, so now another thing to look at is how much diplomatic favor we have. I'm thrilled to report that I have 2,488 points of diplomatic favor, and everybody else has a lot less. The second is 879 diplomatic favor for Sejan. Catherine's slightly behind that with 754. Poundmaker is 657. Everybody else is way down below that. So it doesn't mean we should throw our points around willy-nilly. The idea is that we just going to put our finger on the scale in kind of the direction that we think it's going to go anyway, which is to vote regardless of how it affects us. This has nothing to do with our interests except for our long-term interests of I'm not sure I would vote against great scientists or great engineers. Those are pretty important to get. But as much as I love great merchants, I'm happy to. I don't really care. We can vote against those. Okay, so I'm going to vote against great merchants. So now let's look at the next one is sovereignty. So I'm going to do a search in my records file of sovereignty. And let's see. The AI tends to vote option A, religious. Okay, so this is plus 100%. Whoops. Oh, there's 3 resolutions up. Plus 100% of the city-state's yield type when sending trade routes of this type to that city. Okay. Yeah, so the AIs have in the past voted, like I said, I'm just double checking, votes would have gone to A, religious. Okay, so A, religious has been the most popular one in past games. I don't know, and that makes sense. There's a lot of religious city-states. The bonuses can be pretty enticing. That's pretty good. Okay, so the next resolution. This one takes some discussion. This vote is one of the most important moments in a diplomatic victory, which is that you can. The outcome of this resolution is called the chosen player gains 2 diplomatic victory points. So, like, we're thinking, hey, if we could win this vote, we would get 2 diplomatic victory points. And if we win, if we voted that way, we get an extra one for voting in favor of the outcome that wins. And if we do the other one, that's 4 victory points. So it seems like on the surface we have a chance of winning the game right now. No, we probably do not. It is too late in the game. What's going to happen, I predict, we'll see. This is me putting them on the table. What is probably going to happen here is that everybody's going to vote against me because the AIs are smart enough to see that I'm really close to winning a diplomatic victory, so they're going to vote against me. And so then you're looking at it and say, well, who cares? What if everybody does vote against me? I've got 2488 points. Let's see, do I have more points than everybody else? Let's see, Sejong and Catherine together have 8 7 15, a little over 1600. Poundmaker brings it to 2200. Actually, I don't have more than everybody. But you could say, well, are they all going to vote all of their votes against me? The problem is the math on how the voting works. It's not every vote costs the same. Your first vote doesn't cost anything. So let's say somebody like Menelik, who only has 111 points of diplomatic favor. How many votes can you get for 111? It's not the amount of diplomatic favor you spent on the votes, it's how many actual votes you get. And the votes get progressively more expensive as you spend a bunch of money. So with 100 and let's see, vote for 84, 98. Oh, that's how much to add. Okay, so 5 votes cost 100. Let's see, 4 votes cost 100, cost 84. Okay, so he can vote 4 votes, but for me to improve the cost of the last 4 votes of mine are going to be way more than that. Anyway, the math is wonky. Just because you have a huge amount of diplomatic favor, if a whole bunch of people are voting against you, each of them gets to get several votes each that are really cheap, and that will swarm your vote. So I'm going to lose this, I promise you. And in fact, I'm going to guarantee that I'm going to lose, because what I'm going to do is I am going to vote against myself. I'm going to say, no. I humbly decline. I'm not worthy of being world leader. Thank you all for, but no, I'm going to vote against myself. And therefore, because whoever loses, though, loses 2 diplomatic points. But if by voting correctly on a resolution you gain a diplomatic victory point, I will only lose 1, as opposed to losing 30. Or 2. Anyway. So that is what we're going to do there. And the competition... This is just an ongoing competition. We got to glance at that again, by the way. Okay, so my hope here is I will win all 3 of these, which will gain me 3 points, but I'll lose 2 for losing the diplomatic victory, so that I will net 1 point. Yep, okay. So I'm going to vote, using the same logic, I could vote quite a few votes on all these without really spending that much. Let's see, 10 votes cost 630. I think I should be willing. Let's go to 12. That seems good. And my prediction is that pretty much everybody else is going to pump most of their diplomatic favor in to make sure I don't become the next world leader. And I think I'm probably putting way more votes up here than I absolutely need to, but yeah, probably am. So let me back off a little bit. 10 votes on each of these. Okay. And then I voted against myself here. Oh, this is a new competition. Which nation has the best creators and inventors? Let's see who has the brightest minds. Generating great people points per turn. Okay, so I think since I am really strong in... Yeah, I think we want this. There's no downside for us. If somebody else gets a diplomatic point, who cares? I've got way more than anybody. So, let's vote. Double votes. 6 votes. Seems like a good position. Alright, well, let's see. I'm just gonna check my logic. Sometimes I flip these in my head. I don't know why. Sign of age or something. I think the most common mistake I make is looking at my notes and saying, oh, I gotta vote A, and then I go over and vote B. Okay, no, this is B, A. Okay, let's see. Fingers crossed. B, great merchant. A, religious. Okay, I got both of those, and yes, I won all three by losing the third one. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's just expanding on the patronage one. I'm getting this here. I'm going to do a screenshot of these so that I don't have to scrub through finding them later. Okay, there's patronage. And okay, so you can see on this one, it really was a slam dunk. Almost all the civs voted B, and only one civ voted A. So the B was a slam dunk, and great musician, great artist, great merchant, great artist, great artist, great merchant. Okay, it wasn't overwhelmingly great merchants, but great merchants were like second only to great artists in terms of what people wanted to vote for here. Okay, so now let's look at the sovereignty breakdown. I find this really interesting. This is probably what I like most about the diplomatic victory path, but I can also understand why some people wouldn't like it because it just seems randomly. But I like finding the pattern and then making use of it. Okay, so on sovereignty, I voted A10. Almost everybody else voted A. Only one civ voted B. So that ended up being exactly consistent. Okay, I'm going to make a screenshot of this for myself for later. Okay, now let's look at the big one. Now, my prediction was almost everybody would vote against me and quite a few votes. Yes, indeed. So I voted against me by one. Yes, Monitori. All these people who are my allies and claim to like me all voted against me being world leader. Yeah, what kind of friends are they anyway? Well, they're not going to just give you the victory. That's what kind of friends they are. And that's fine. So 12, 21, 25, 35, 39, 43 votes. And the question is like, how much diplomatic favor would you have to have 44 votes, say? I'm not sure, to be honest, but I don't think I had anywhere near that much. Okay, and then the competition is on, it looks like. We have 17 voting in favor of having a World's Fair competition. The only people that voted against it was Sejan. All right, okay, so wow, things are heating up. So I should have, I think, 17 diplomatic victory now. Okay, it wants me to click on this or something. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's look at this. World rankings, diplomatic victory. Yes, I have 17. Poundmaker is 5. Yeah, nobody else is going for diplomatic victory in this game. Culture is the thing to watch. Menelik has got 104 visiting tourists. And yeah. So I think the race here in the end game will be Menelik winning a culture victory versus me winning a diplomatic victory. And I might... Would I go to war? I dread the thought of having to go to war with Menelik. I mean, he's strong. There's no convenient. It would be like having to do a naval launch against him through Auckland, I guess. I think I can put that off for now. Okay, so let's do our trade deals. I can sell Luxus coffee, yes. Let's sell, coffee to Congo once again. Anything we can buy. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so now we have two competitions going that are both worth 2 diplomatic victory points for winning. So this is going to be pretty... Oh no, this one's only worth 1 diplomatic victory point. But that's how many I need. I need 3. If I win both of these diplomatic victories, I win the game. Both of these competitions. So I think it's also time to change policies. So I think this is going to flavor my policy selection in that it's going to be all about creating great person points. That's what that competition is. Okay, so Science Foundation's giving me +2 great scientist points and +4 great for every university research lab, and +2 great engineer points for every factory, and +4 great engineer points per power plant. And then I can also get invention, which gives me +4 for every turn of great engineer points. More great engineer points. That's odd. I never noticed that you could stack great engineer points by getting Science Foundations and invention, and points for workshop. Okay, so that's nice. That's 6 per turn. Symphonies could get to 8 per turn by +4 musician, +4 for a broadcast center. But I have more workshops and broadcast centers, so I'm not sure where the math on that lands. Okay, it's definitely these two are. Oh man, I hate giving up diplomatic favor, but I don't think diplomatic favor is actually going to help me win either these 2 competitions. There'll be other... Wow, how much is my diplomatic favor going to plummet by taking out that? I'm getting 32. Wow. Huh. Well, we'll find out. I'm going to go 1 cycle here. Okay, so this is... Right now, I'm getting total 63 per turn at diplomatic favor. Let's pull in this invention. It's also going to hurt my amenities and housing and stuff. Well, let's try this for a series here until we get our next chance to change those things, change policies. Okay, we finished electricity. We can get plastics in 4 turns. Let's do that and see what happens. Okay. Oh, you know what we might want to do is actually... This is another really important building, flood barriers. We had the boost for that. Let's go ahead and grab computers next and start building flood barriers. That's one of those things where you have to take every city on the coast, have it stop whatever it's doing, unless it's like super mission critical, and build flood barriers and then go back to whatever you're doing. This is how you stop from losing tiles because of rising floodwaters. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build a broadcast center here. Let's see. Does your vote influence their vote? Asks Chris. No, I don't. We're all voting effectively in secret. Like, I don't know how they're going to vote, and they should know how I'm going to vote. I suppose it's possible that the coding of the program could cheat on that. Do they recognize that you would vote for someone else? Well, on the diplomatic, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to vote for anybody who's close to winning the diplomatic victory. I don't know where the cutoff is, but usually diplomatic victory is so weird that usually if you're going for a diplomatic victory, nobody else is. I mean, I haven't seen AI. Of course, I don't play at level 8, but I don't see AIs aggressively going out for diplomatic victories. So it's possible I could vote for someone else, and would they care? I guess it depends on how many points they would have. But I think they just kind of blindly go, "Oh, that guy's about ready to win. I'm gonna vote against him." And by the way, you can win that diplomatic victory resolution if it comes up early. Like if it comes up and you've only got like 10, 12 points, then by all means throw all your money in there and see if you can get it. Because then if you win the resolution and get the 2 points and then plus the point for correctly anticipating what the resolution will be, then I mean, 3 point, that's huge. So I hope I adequately answered the question there. Okay, so we finished university. Let's get research lab. See, all these research labs and stuff like that are going to increase our number of great generation too. So that's good. Oh, I got a governor tile. Oh, let's see. Which one do I want? I think, I'm going to get era bonuses for finishing, for getting all the governors out, and I'm also going to get one for getting a governor fully developed. I was also working on Moksha because there's a lot of religious stuff happening over there in next to India. In fact, well, I think I'm going to let's pick Reina up, because that'll give me an era score bonus right away. And I don't know where. I've never been good at using Reina. I'm going to put her in Kingston. No. Let's see. Her ability, is it going to tell me right here? It has something to do with trade routes. Let's go back to Guelph. Let's put it in Guelph. Maybe if trade routes start here or they have to end here to become good. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I got 1 era score for completing my staff of excellent advisors. Yeah. You're welcome. It's all, yeah. Oh. All right, well, let's... I don't see any religious students around, or rock bands. That's good. We got some cultists, but I don't think it matters. My loyalty is great, I guess. Let's see. I got a... Okay, is that... I'm going to try and figure out if that cultist is affecting my loyalty. Okay, come on. Where's the way to get the full breakdown on loyalty? Citizens in South. It's not it. Districts. Loyalty and governors. Okay, this is Toronto. It's not giving me the breakdown on loyalty. Always fully loyal. Oh! That's because I have the Statue of Liberty here. So Statue of Liberty makes your city, whoever owns Statue of Liberty, everybody in a certain range is fully loyal. So there is a, by the way, that can backfire on you really badly. Let's see. Toronto. This is kind of interesting. Statue of Liberty. All cities within 6 tiles are 100% loyal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kingston is presumably always fully loyal. Quebec, always fully loyal. Okay, the problem is that if the city falls, somebody takes the city, then it's 100% loyalty to them. But, well, you can just take it back, use the old fashioned way, start hitting with artillery. Yeah. Okay, Hamiko has arrived in Jerusalem, and we will start the process of converting Jerusalem. Well, building diplomatic favor, if you will, Jerusalem's envoys. So that's Himiko's ability as a hero. She can go and plot and earn you envoys in the city. So now, when it gives me the mouse back here, it's my turn again. What happened? Oh, I got a. Let's see, soldiers march by formation. Life at Montreal +4 arrow score. For doing what? I'm not sure. Is that the Third Army thing? I don't know. I don't know how I got that extra. Suddenly got a big era boost. How are we doing in the era score? I haven't even looked at this. 259 versus a goal 278 to avoid a dark age. That's not good. It's probably telling me that tells me I should probably be building a wonder. Oh, keeper free city. Okay, this city rebelled, and we're going to refuse it. We're going to say sorry. City flooded. Wealth wants more housing. This wants food. Yeah, I just assumed we were going to take it, but we didn't. Okay, we can sell some luxuries. Truffles and olives to... Hey, so yeah, let's sell the Sejong. He's offering the same price and we like him more. Purchase. Oh, we can buy dyes. Let's buy them from Sejong. Okay, so now what we can do is we can look at this World's Fair competition and see in the 1 or 2 turns there, I think just 1 turn, we generated 212 points, because you're getting a point for every great person point. And Poundmaster got 117. So this is the type of thing that's hard to catch up on. Either you're producing the great points or you're not. Like if we weren't in first place, we'd be scrambling to try and figure out how we could be generating more great people points. But you'd have to reverse that, because right at the bat, like look at Poundmaker, 117 versus our 212. He's down 83, 85, 95 points from 1 turn. So for him to catch up with us, he'd have to make up that difference and then some. So this is great. I think that we're a really good chance of winning just based on these 2 things. So, by the way, Chris, feel free to ask any questions you would like. I'm here to teach games. I haven't explained in today's session. I haven't taught much of the game, because this is like near the end, so I can't take the time to like re-explain the game from the beginning each time. But I'm happy to answer questions that come up. Okay, I built a worker here. Oh, how's Liang doing? Where is Liang? Where is she? I forgot about Liang. Is she down here? Oh, yes, she is. There she is. And okay, we're gonna come down here and do that. Okay. Ottawa, finished a builder. Well, I am thinking that we need to get I don't know. I think that there's a good chance we're going to win the game in 37 turns. And it's going to be 38 turns to the next era. So I'm not worried about era score. Okay, so scratch that idea. I think I should just be fully focused on these two competitions. And so let's generate more great people points by building things like campuses and such. Ottawa has plus 18 gold, so we're going to pop this down, do the least amount of disruption to current economies. I think just one of these guys. I hate losing that production. Oh, you know, this Forum 1, this is not a great spot. It says wheat, but it's not doing that great. Alright. Let's see. I see how deep this game is. I appreciate watching a skilled player, even if I'm confused by the details. Yeah, well, the confusion never goes away, I can promise you that. Okay, Montreal is... let's... Can we do a... theater square? Yeah, we can. Of course we can. We're supposed to do a theater square right down here. Let's do it here. Yes, let's build our theater square right there. Right by the entertainment complex. Yes. Yep. Okay, I don't see any enemy apostles. And Gilgamesh is sitting here. Not Gilgamesh, it's Hercules. Well, we don't care too much if he goes over and raids the Kree lands. I mean, they are our ally, but they also voted against me in the world leader thing. Okay. Okay, get one more power. Oh, I could sell silk. I will sell silk to Sejan. It's the best deal. Great. And 15 turns until the first competition is done. Okay, Kamiko gets me another envoy. I think soon I will be suzerain of all city states. It's gonna be cool. Well, the thing I like about this game is that Chris, is that it's just starting from in the Stone Age, starting with just like one settler and one warrior, and going all the way to here satellites. I just got the booster satellites. Oh, that's from making from discovering building research labs, I think. Okay, Cold War. Okay, so hey, I was gonna do this thing of seeing how much that was impacting my diplomatic favor. Yeah, my diplomatic favor dropped from 63 to 41 by changing that one policy, but I think that I think it's still the smart move. Now I'm at 691 in points versus 356 in that campaign. What about this one? I haven't actually checked the numbers here on this. I'm still just like blown it away. Okay. Don't care about the power problems. Tech boosted in satellites. Okay, choose Civic. Which Civic are we going to go for? Oh, we are trying to build an aerodrome, are we not? Let me see if that's still coming along. Yes, we're going to have it next turn. Okay, so, whoops, civics. So, let's start rapid deployment. We'll get the boost for that next turn, so that should drop the amount of time it takes from 8 turns to 5. Okay, Vancouver is completed a broadcast center. That's great because that will up our great person generation points. Oh, we now have the ability to get hydroelectric dams. Okay, hydroelectric dams are really important to us because in order to minimize carbon footprint, we have avoided building any coal or oil power plants, but hydroelectric dams are renewable resources, and those. So now that we have that technology, let's do a quick search for dams. And every place we have a dam, we should upgrade it to a hydroelectric dam. I mean, maybe it won't matter in the... Actually, it could impact our great person generation because some of the modern buildings aren't fully productive unless they are powered, and so you need to get the power from somewhere. Okay, hydroelectric dam. Oh, great. We got a research lab next turn, and then we'll work on a hydroelectric dam. Let's see. I think I only have 2. Yep, just those. Well, I gotta see what the other ones are. Click through them all. The problem with having visibility into every civilization is that when you search for something, you have to take the time to search for all their land as well. Okay. Production here, finished university. We're gonna go to research lab. We're just cranking out all the buildings that give us more great people points. And okay, cavalry. Oh, we finished that cavalry unit. Okay, so we're gonna go up here to near this one, and we're gonna... Yep, that gave us the Eureka, the boost for combined arms, because we have 3 armies now. Okay, nice. Brantford, finished cavalry. What are you gonna do next? What have you done for me lately? Well, let's produce our theater square right here, where it will get the bonus from the entertainment center. Hercules, just gonna hang out there. Where is my mouse? Huh. How often do you looking at your screen and going, where is my mouse? Happens to me a lot. I've got so much money and faith. Yes, my progress with rapid development. Oh, that's because I finished the aerodrome on a different continent. Yep. Okay, great. And okay, I got a request from Hansa. Okay, I can sell my soap. Let's see. We'll sell it to. You know, I will sell it to Catherine just because we don't like it. And it was only 10 gold pieces less. I could be squeezing a little bit more gold into my economy by taking the time to try and sell some of my other resources, but I think now that I see that in a certain number of turns I can win this game, I feel like I just want to push fast towards doing that. Okay, so let's get Robert Godard and get I don't see any apostles to beat up. And okay, where does he need to be? He needs to be in a completed industrial zone. Oh, whoa. Oh, boo. It must have been a completed industrial zone. Okay, by completed means that you've built all the buildings that you're eligible to build in that industrial zone. Well, we're not going to do that because although now it may not really matter. Because it's a that requires building coal and coal plants or power plants. Although at some point we'll have the option to buy to build nuclear power plants. When we get to there, we could do that, and then we could come back and use him. So, oh wait, no. Maybe it doesn't require. No, it doesn't require. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. All right, we got it. Knowledge rocketry is advanced. We got the boost for rocketry. So I don't know what it meant by completed industrial zone. Well, it just means that the zone itself is done. Okay, fine. That was easy. Okay. Sometimes you overthink things. Okay, Lahore. I got an envoy there. Great. Probably forgetting the great engineer. So I should be getting a great scientist in a turn or two, and maybe that will get me the. Oh wow! Look at all the. Sejan's got quite a few military units. Well, a lot of those are cultists and stuff. They're not that big a military. Okay, Himiko. Let's see what our situation here is in Jerusalem. Influenced by. I'm at 6, Menelik's at 7, so 2 more turns. I will be suzerain of Jerusalem. Nice. Nubia has built a spaceport. Okay. Oops. Oh, flood barriers. Okay. Drones are fun too if you're a warmonger. Okay, so we now need to. I don't know if it'll matter, but in the course of this game, but for the sake of principle, we are. I mean, this will slow down our generation of new sources of great person points. But so let's look at World's Fair. Just make sure we're still just totally dominating it. Yeah, we are. 1180 versus number 2 is 596. So we're basically 2 to 1. So, okay, so flood barriers. If you notice, some of these tiles have. Well, what will happen is seawaters rise, you're going to lose tiles. You certainly wouldn't want to lose like this oil tile or any of these tiles here. So flood barriers will stop it or slow it down anyway. So as soon as they become available, it's a good strategy to rush out and build flood barriers in every town that has a coast. So we're going to build it there. See, there's the flood barrier. It's protecting that patch of snow. Maybe that wasn't so nice. But I think it's better just to go out and build them everywhere. Campus in 3 turns, but let's build the flood barrier. Do we need a flood barrier here? Wait. I forget where it shows up. Was that a I don't think we can build them there. I think it's only on oceans. Find out. District. Well, it's got to be a district or a thing, city center thing. There we go. It's a city center thing. Okay, Halifax. 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 I don't know why that's funny. I have no idea why that's funny. Okay, so I guess we'll wait 2 turns and build it after the broadcast center's done. Whoops. Let's keep looking at cities. Okay. So now we know where to look. Windsor. Flood barrier. Research lab in 3. Okay, fine. We'll do it after the research lab. Okay. Victoria. It doesn't need one. Vancouver, landlocked, doesn't need one. Quebec City, doesn't need one. And Brantford, maybe it doesn't need one because maybe it's all the terrain is high enough, but it would show up in the city center. We established that. Okay. Well, if it's not giving us the option, we don't have to worry about it. Toronto needs one. Yeah, let's not. Let's save the Statue of Liberty. Let's. Oh yeah, one more turn for the research lab is done. Okay, that's fine. Whoops. Let's see what's next. Charlottetown. No, it doesn't need one. Winnipeg certainly will need one. Yes. Hydroelectric dam. Ooh, we want the hydroelectric dam, but let's get the flood. 8 turns. I don't want to wait that long. And then Guelph. Yeah, I can wait 1 turn and then start building floodgates. Flood barrier, excuse me. Floodgates, that's totally different. Kingston. 4 turns, that's longer than I want to wait. Let's get the flood barriers there faster. And then back to St. John. Okay, so that little task is out of the way. And we're still dominating there. And Reina is established in Guelph. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick look at Reina. I feel like I'm being lazy by not thinking harder about what to do with her. Land acquisition. Acquire new tiles faster. Okay. +3 gold per turn from each foreign trade route passing through the city. So, what are the trade routes to my cities? Got only 3? Come on, guys. Okay, Delphi to Vancouver. Well, that's not going through my city, it's going to my city. Singapore to Ottawa. Oh, that's from a city-state. But I'm not seeing, like, oh, the path of the trade route. Is it telling me where it's going through? Or Catherine Medici is trading to Toronto. Toronto, which is up there somewhere. So there's no one of these cities that's getting a lot of love from trade routes. Ottawa, I guess. So if it is true that by going to the city counts as going through the city, I'm not sure it does. But if it does, then maybe I want to put Reina in Ottawa. For what, 3 more gold per turn? Okay, this was definitely a waste of time, but let's do it. Governor. Now that I've done all that analysis, let's put her in Ottawa. Yeah. Okay, let's research. What's next? Well, uranium. So once we get uranium, we'll learn how to make, then we can make nuclear power plants to power cities. So this should be our priority. And we should be trying to get the great scientists that will give me that. And I'm also I'm not gonna build an oil plant. So, okay, let's look at the great scientist thing for a bit. Okay, I'm gonna get the next one, and it could be Schrodinger. Or is it? 3 Eureka random technologies from atomic or information era. Atomic or information era. We're in the atomic era, and it's the information era is next. So that's kind of a long shot, but it's possible I'll get the Eureka for that. There. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to dump money to get that, but I think there's a possibility I'll get it. Yeah, that's another reason I don't want to spend my gold until this aid request competition is done, because I can buy. I don't think I'm going to need it, but it just seems it's prudent. Yep, a lot of people want power. I got it. And I can sell Menelek Nader. Sure, why not? Sell strategic resources Nader. 11 gold per turn for 30 turns. Yeah, that's a pretty good price. Congo is considered war in Ethiopia. Denounce the evil deeds of Ethiopia. France researched sanitation. Okay, great. By the way, I was going to check. I want to check on my cities real quick to see whether all those slashes I made in terms of amenities, they haven't hurt me a bit. And when the housing slashes too, haven't really hurt me a bit. I still mind. Guelph is the only place where there's a problem in housing. And by the way, Liang, where's that builder? We need to get finished building fisheries for St. John so we can move Liang on to our next project. I think that's where I think I am going to spend a little money right now, right here. Can I buy with faith? No. But I can with gold. Settler. 2,200. Oh my god. Not settler, builder. Okay, 1,000. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, where's that builder I had coming there? Let me just send that builder somewhere else. Who knows? And one more charge. I am now suzerain of Jerusalem. Okay, come on. Don't I get an era score bonus for that? I am... Let's double check this. I just want to see this. Suzerain. Jerusalem. Suzerain. You. Atusa. Suzerain. Me. No, I'm not going to read all of them, but... That's pretty special. That's pretty cool. So, I have at least 6 envoys in each one of them, so I'm getting the maximum benefit of each of these city-states, which is fabulous. Wow, that's just fun. I mean, that's clean fun too. I mean, that's good, clean fun. That's fun mommy and daddy would approve of. My daddy certainly would approve of. I think I thought a lot about my dad this week. Yeah. He was his birthday 2 days ago. Yeah. Oh, we got another theater score belt. Yeah, with some air score bonuses. Well, that's good. Yeah, renew the spy missions. Sure. Okay. Monetary belt, Tortobellum. And free, no longer is left to keep this particular city. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. I gotta be careful. Some of these armies are gonna come in here and start messing with me. Okay, we need to get some guys. Where are my military units? We need to get some of these military guys up here. Let's take these field cannons to Vancouver. And we have some cavalry somewhere. Let's take them to Halifax. Oh my god, it might be desperate enough to call in the Mounties. Yeah, let's get the Mounties here in reserve right between Halifax and Vancouver, just in case things get really difficult. We'll throw them into the mix. And yeah, once you form all these corps and armies, then you have fewer units to... Where? Okay, that's fine. I've got units up here. I should probably take one of these guys down here. I'm gonna lose Hercules in a bit. How soon am I gonna learn? Oh, like 8 turns. Alright. Wow, I can't believe the Kree have lost both of these cities. And it's because of population. My 2 cities nearby, they just mismanaged it. Loyalty is kind of a tough thing in this game. I mean, it can really screw you up. But it is manageable, and it is something you do need to manage. And it starts with being careful where you build cities, keeping your cities kind of close together, not too strung out. Imagine your empire is kind of an amorphous blob. When you have like a promontory sticking out somewhere with cities down at the end and then other cities around them, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, it's not going to work out well. And here's her last charge. And every once in a while, I'll get a little notice that one of those city-states will flip to somebody else. That's why I keep envoys in reserve instead of allocating them, at this point anyway. It's odd to think that I'm generating envoys at such a great rate that I'm able to outspend all the other civs and envoys. Okay, let's get this guy up here. Oh, there's my other worker. What the heck is he doing over there? My gosh. Dude, you're like, run away. Wait, get away from that city. That city is gonna, like, is it gonna go back to the Kree? It might. I mean, that's fine with me. The Kree have completed advanced flight. The India has completed electricity. Ethiopia has recruited Tchaikovsky. Okay, combined arms. We can now produce more military units that we dare not because they require oil. Actually, aircraft carrier doesn't. Huh. We could get an aircraft carrier if we want to do, but we don't need to. So now we should. Oh, also we are getting. So if you're ever going for a science victory and you think it's going to be close, this Amundsen Scott Research Station can produce a lot of science for you. It comes very late in the game. Well, it become available now, which is not too late for sure. Like if this, it's actually tempting. Maybe I should build this. I don't think I'm just stand target. I'm not going to bother with it. Progress towards financial politics is gone. Okay, got the boost for that. St. John built the Panama Canal. Cool. And I got uranium in 3 locations. Okay. Now, at this stage in the game, it probably already has a district there. Indeed, it does. So it's going to start producing uranium right away. In fact, I am producing uranium right away. Let's see. Where's the other one? Is underneath these. Okay, so I would have to go out and break up these farms to get that uranium. And the other uranium is up here in this desert. And that is a mine already, right? It looks like a mine. Yes, so that's already producing uranium. So, stock accumulating 3 per turn. You know, I think I am going to want to get this other uranium going. Windsor. Oh, this is also a good place to build. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna go and get this to here. Not quite yet. Okay, then Liang is gonna come over to Windsor, and so Windsor's a good place to build a builder because when we get some of that floodgate, let's build a builder. We're gonna go out, use that builder to go out there and 7 turns. It's slow. Let's just buy one. Let's double check our. I think we're still winning by a huge margin on these. Make sure. Yep. Yep. Still better than 2 to 1 versus Poundmaker. Well, it keeps losing cities. You can't compete with great people points if you're losing cities. Okay, let's buy a builder in Windsor. All right. Then we want to go and we want nuclear fission. We're also going to want biospheres. There's some interesting stuff here. I don't know if the game's going to go long enough to matter because I think I'm going to get to my diplomatic victory before it matters. But Quebec City needs more food? Come on. Is it losing food? No, okay, it's fine. A lot of people are complaining about not having enough power. Okay, I can sell my tobacco to Montetori. Great, I will do that, but I'm not going to sell my uranium. Okay. Congo, once again, top bidder on luxury resources. Okay, Civics Tree. Spaceport. Build a spaceport. Oh, that's right. We don't have the technology for that yet. Or 2 solar farms. Do we have the... Okay, we are going to get solar farms here, right? Where do we get solar farms? Right there. Satellites. Okay, well that's not going to happen very soon. We're not going to get a spaceport. Let's be real. Airports. We could do airports, I think. and research telecommunications technology, and well, we will research it eventually, but not. I don't think it's a priority. That's okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Chris, I see how deep this game is. I appreciate watching a skilled player if I'm confused by the details. Trust me, we're all confused. Instead of a full-on invasion, can you attack an opponent's Statue of Liberty? Could they hit yours? And kind of a kill the healer first strategy. What they can do is, so it's funny that you asked this question, because I was actually just last night I was hit with a question in my mind, like the Statue of Liberty is worth 4 victory points if you build it. So what happens if you lose it? Do you lose the 4 victory points? And I couldn't actually find it online. I didn't spend too much time on it, but but you could like okay, so someone would have to go to war with me. Okay, they can't mess with it without declaring war on me. So let's say India declares war on me. They could send a unit and just park it like a fleet, like a battleship or something like that, and just park it on that tile. In which case, I don't get most of the production benefits from the tile. If I was getting any, although I'm not getting production benefits, but I don't know if they can damage it. I don't know. It's a really good question. Whether or not I don't know if you can pillage it or damage. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. It's a good question. I'm really curious. I'll have to start another game to find out, or go searching for that. I'm not very good at answering questions today, man. I keep botching my teaching skill there. Okay, St. John finished the flood barrier. I think research labs worth great scientist points per turn. Broadcast center is worth, it's worth a lot more great person points. I should be prioritizing broadcast centers over research labs. Okay, well, a little late to start, but might as well start now. Okay, amphitheater. I feel like I was thinking about something that I didn't quite finish. Boost through. Okay, we're gonna get ballistics. We can't build the oil power plant. We shouldn't. I mean, I suppose we could. I feel like I'm being a bit of a purist in terms of the strategy. You know, sometimes you like have this strategy and you're just like, this is my strategy and I'm not changing it. I probably could build a nuclear power plant and it probably wouldn't affect whether I would win or lose a game at this point. So Hamiko's done with all her charges. She's really not worth much for anything else, so I'm gonna put her to sleep. She's gonna just vacation the rest of her life in Jerusalem, since she was instrumental in bringing Jerusalem into the fold. They probably really like her there. They should. She's really cool. And just let her live out her days there. Okay. Yes, you can have an embassy in our capital. Absolutely. All are welcome in Ottawa. Yeah, it certainly seems that you would lose some of the benefits of a wonder if there was an enemy battleship stationed there. Okay, Ottawa's up for a new build. We can do the university, I think. Yeah. Okay, we finished Floodberry here. We're gonna go back to, let's see, Holy Square, Theater Squares. We got, I guess, campus. Yeah, let's put the campus somewhere. Oh, yeah, out here on the freaking desert. It's not good for anything else. Good spot for a campus. Also great for entertainment centers. Toronto finished the Floodberry. Okay, everybody's finishing up their Floodberries. That's great. Let's do the Seaport. Plus 20 gold. Love it. Okay, and over here, Art Museum is 3 great person points per turn. So is the Archaeologic. I think we'll do the Art Museum this time. I'm always torn in these games, like when I'm streaming. Like, to what extent do I just try and get to the victory as soon as possible, so that because there's some sort of efficiency around that, versus trying to taking time to explore different things, and because I am here to share what I know. I love it when people chime in and tell me something I didn't know, which happens. It certainly happens from time to time. Okay. To be honest, though, I just like playing Civ. And if I can play it on Twitch and somebody gets some joy out of it, that's even better, Also helps the channel, anything help the channel, helps Gen Con, so it's like, wow, play a game and in some tiny way be helping Gen Con? I mean, sure, that sounds like a great job. Okay, I can sell luxuries to, let's sell to Gandhi. It's the same price. Okay, sell the amber to, I don't care, Poundmaker. I'm feeling sorry for Poundmaker. He's lost 3 cities. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm up to 10 uranium. I can't really do anything with it, though, until I get nuclear fission. Okay, now I'm going to build a mine here, which will increase my uranium production. Some. We'll find out next turn how much, if I remember to look. Aid request ends in 7 turns. Let's see, Windsor finished a flood barrier. Oh yes, broadcast gen. We just learned how crazy good broadcast centers are for great people points. Let's do the broadcast center. The thing I don't know and don't feel like I have a sense for yet in this game is sort of the trade-off efficiency of like what districts you should build in what order under what circumstances. I think it speaks to the quality of the game design that the answers to that question aren't clear. That if it was really obvious, then okay. Oh, by the way, here, okay, we're gonna make fisheries here in St. John. That is a special ability of Liang's, who's the governor of St. John. Now that we've built fisheries in all the coastal tiles within 3 hexes of St. John, it is time for Liang to move to a new place. A new place where we haven't, see, we've done it in Bradford, but we haven't done it in Windsor. So let's do that. Liang to Windsor. Okay, see, this is a good example. It's not going to matter in terms of whether or not I win this game. This is a long-term investment. And probably playing for the short term now, but I have a lot of fun building fisheries. I got to say. Okay. No, please keep the weird questions coming. My DM loves my questions, but often looks at me puzzled. What? You do what? Yeah. But that's the joy of role-playing games too, because there's no rule set that is restricting you in any way. Well, I mean, it restricts you, it governs a lot of things, but the format of the game is, here's your situation, what do you do? It's not like you're on a board and you can only move into certain tiles. I love role-playing, the open-endedness of role-playing, and yeah, it leads to surprises. When players surprise the DM, vice versa, that's fun. Congo politicization, Congo switched to autocracy, India developed Cold War, and Ethiopia leader rocketry. Okay, fine. Guelph still needs housing. Okay. That's okay. It's still outproducing Kingston, which is established way earlier. Yeah, it's overrun on housing. Let's see, does it have sewers yet? Yeah, it even has sewers. Maybe we should build a neighborhood just for the hell of it somewhere. Oh, we know we never did build this holy site. Let's hold on a second. I think here I really am just wasting time. If I just it's really bothering me that the people in Guelph are worried about their housing. If I'm a proper emperor, I should be concerned about these things. And so I'm going to manage tiles and take this tile, which isn't being used by Charlatan, and transfer it to Guelph so that Guelph has it, and then I'm going to have Guelph build a neighborhood there. I also love the idea, oops, no, not Kingston. Oh, Kingston. Okay, let's see. What do you want to do? Oh, build a broadcast center. Do. Yes, okay. Let's go back to Guelph. I like Guelph. Click on this version of the chart. And Guelph. Neighborhood. Right there. Ooh, it's going to add 5 to the house. Once you get to neighborhoods, you never really have a housing problem after that, unless you just don't want to not have a housing problem. They're just so good. They add so much housing, and they're cheap to build. They don't take that long, and often you can build them in spots that aren't really suitable for other things. Okay. Okay, this builder is going to come here. Oh, look at all these tiles that haven't been developed. Let's see, I'm still way out in front of that. Nobody has enough money. Okay, I'm going to get this. This guy has 3 builds. I'm going to cancel that mission. It's going to go here. We need to develop these tundra tiles. It's embarrassing to have any tundra tiles that haven't been developed, because tundra tiles for Canada are amazing. Amazing. Let's see. Is this the... Okay, we finished this. Oh look, I got this copper down here. Let's go ahead and get this copper going. But yeah, I was talking earlier about like how to prioritize the different types of districts, and also how to prioritize building builders to improve the tiles you have. let's see. Yes, I'm no longer in suzerain of Muscat. Okay, that's because somebody sent an envoy there. And so we will send an envoy there. And now I am. Yep, that's the advantage of having uncommitted envoys. I have a city that can perform an attack. Oh yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Now that these cities have flipped. Oh, Houndmaker. Houndmaker, you are... Let's see. We need to... Okay. Well, fortunately I have built all these walls. Although now they're gonna steal, doesn't really matter. But anyway. We'll fire at these guys. Oh, come on. Halifax. There we go. Got some damage. Oh, not quite killed him. And we have... We're not gonna let us fire. Okay. Alright, throw on the Mounties. Yes, the Mounties are gonna finish them off. The Mounties. The Mounties finished off the encouraging cavalry from Misanabi or Mascote. Not sure which. Let's get the trades going that we can. Sell Luxes, no available deals. Purchase Luxes. Here we go. Jade. I thought there was another one on this list that looked good. Manelik with sell me citrus and honey. Oh, but no, they won't. Okay, they're mad at me. Okay, that's fine. Hamilton finished the broadcast center. Wow. Well, he doesn't have any more districts he can build. He's got nothing he can build. Bolshoi Theater. Game's gonna be over by then. Oh, architect, archaeologist, so it's units. Well, let's build the archaeologist. See if there's some artifacts we can go pick up. Okay, Charlottetown finished the amphitheater. Oh, then let's make another art museum and then a broadcast center. My apostles are on guard. Let's put this one to sleep. I don't need to have both of them queue me up every turn. Oh, there's a military unit in the water. Are there more of them? No, we're just going to send a random military unit out to the water. Oh, there's a couple of military units here. What are you guys doing? Hanging out. Dude, you have a trebuchet, you know? Oh. Poundmaker, you've not done well. I just gotta say, not done well. Builder, he's just gotta wait until, let's see, do we have fishing boats everywhere? Do fishing boats here? I don't think they do any good. They're more than 3 hexes away from everybody. Yep, they are. Montreal has plenty of food, so let's do other things like see now, if I didn't known that this city had uranium when it offered to join me, maybe I would have taken it, but I still think I think I have enough uranium as it is. The majority of the cities in Congo are now following the religion of ice hockey. Awesome. Advanced ballistics. Okay, now we can go on to nuclear fission. So last chance of getting the boost on this really is there. Great scientists. 34, 107 great science, 100 points per turn, 1734. A few turns, I'll get it for free. And if I get it, and it gives me that boost, yeah, that means in 3 turns I'll get yeah, that's enough time for that to work. Okay, I might get that boost, we'll see. This city succumbs to foreign pressure and asks to join the Cree. Well, I hope you take it. And I hope you hold on to it this time. Charlottetown. Yeah, power problems, fine. Okay, I can sell Wales. Well, I'll just hold Wales. Okay. Truffles. So what's the great person I'm going to get? A writer. Cool. Okay, Ottawa. I think we're going to go for the research lab. Those research labs take a while. Okay, Vancouver finished the hydroelectric dam. Nice. What does it want to build next? The Eiffel Tower. That might open up another national park opportunity. I don't think it's going to matter in the time we have left. Anything here I want? Probably, let's get another spy in place. It's probably a good idea. Oh, the Sydney Opera House is available. That's kind of nice. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh my gosh, I could build the Amundsen Scott Research Station. It's hard to even be eligible to build it. Like, where would I build? Where would it? Oh, no, I'm not replacing it. Ice hockey rink? No chance of that. No, abort, don't do that. No way. Let's just go back to the broadcast center. We know from past experience how those can be amazing. Okay. Look at, wow, these are France. France has a bit of a military out here, hanging out in the water. What are you doing, France? You want to come play? Okay, there's Cree Line Infantry. Yeah, come on, you guys just want some safe passage, I think, and I don't blame you. Let's get these guys out of the range. These encampments will fire just like cities can, and they have a range of 2. So it's good to be outside their range, unless you just want your units taking damage. That's not good. What's this guy? Great Rider. Yep. Pop off your Great Works. Thank you. I think the Mounties going to stay on the front lines now. I think that's yeah, it's good use of their time. Oh, I can reforest. Do I want to do that and then do a lumber mill in the woods? I think I do. Okay, let's see. Cruise with satellites, steam power, fiction. Well, let's see. Great Works of Writing. And now that I've built those trees, I can turn it into a lumber mill. Oh my gosh, that's really nice, that tile. Where'd those French units go? Who knows? They didn't come towards me as far as I can tell, so I guess that's all I really care about. Okay, space race. Plus 2% tourism from Great Works of Music. Because we have rockets? Space race projects and rock bands from other... Oh, yes, here we go. I knew there was a way of stopping rock bands from coming into your territory. There it is. There's a diplomatic thing called music censorship. Oh, that sounds horrible. It stops rock bands from coming. Well, I think that the prudent thing is to start a censorship program here. Stop those foreign rock bands from spreading their culture into our territory, and we will lose some amenities for that. You know, that's the way it goes. And bye-bye Hercules. Okay, that's fine. So I was playing a game with Gabriel Armando on chat here, and I took Arthur. Now I'd always poo-pooed Arthur as a worthless leader, right, or hero, because it's like he turns units into questing knights. The questing knights only have a lifespan of, I think, 13 turns. Let's see what we're gonna get next. I really want venture politics, so I need prerequisites are globalization and okay, let's do this one first. Globalization and social media. So yeah, so the I really thought he was kind of worthless because you can create 4 questing knights, but he converts other units, the existing units. You have to have 4 units that he converts to questing knights, and these questing knights only have a lifespan of like 13 turns and then they're gone. So you're basically eating up units to, you're feeding units to this guy. But the questing knights early in the game are really strong. So, and the units you convert to questing knights don't have to be all that. Like, so I just started building scouts. And I think I used one real unit, like a warrior and 3 scouts. I might have done included a, what do you call it? An archer, which definitely was a sacrifice. Let's see. Plus 50% production space. No, not that. Alright, is there anything worthwhile here? I am producing a seaport somewhere. Nuclear device maintenance reduced by 50% gold per turn. I don't need that yet, but device. I don't know if that's for nuclear power plants or not. Okay, let's do bonus to harbor districts. I am building a seaport somewhere. That's pretty lame. So I was getting attacked by another Civ. It was early in the game, and he was the only leader. In early game, heroes are really big in the early game. Okay, those are fine. Like, so if you're using heroes mod, it's not a mod mode. If you're using heroes mode, which I really enjoy, I play with it regularly, and you get in an early game war, or you just want to start one. The heroes are really powerful in the early game. They just get relatively less powerful as the game goes on, for the most part. So we, Arthur was the only one I discovered, so I had to take Arthur. So then I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. For the cost of producing 4 field cannons, what are they? Oh, machine guns. Sure, why not? Just to say we have them. For the cost of producing 4 scouts, I can have 4 questing knights, which are, as far as I can tell, they're just knights. And I can send those into in against my enemies. And so I did. I produced these 4 questing knights from units that I just made real quickly, and I wiped out another civ. I took the entire all 3 of their cities in the 13 turns that I had those 4 questing knights, and retook back one of my cities that they'd taken from me. So I am no longer scoffing at at Arthur, which seems somehow appropriate. Build. I wonder if I can plant trees in the snow. I don't think you ever find trees in the snow. You find them in the tundra, but I don't think you ever find them in the snow. I wonder if it'll let me do that. I'm going to try that next turn if I remember. Okay, aid request has got 2 turns left. I really gotta focus on making sure I watch that on the last turn. And that we get it. Okay, here comes Schrodinger. Okay, and I want to check my aid request situation. I'm still way out in front. This is the last turn. Basically, I want to make sure I have more points than anybody has gold. So, Amonitory has 29. They're at a deficit of 73. Menelik is at a deficit of 68. I don't think anybody can do anything, but just to be sure that I win this, since it is like 2 of the 3 victory points I have left, I'm just going to give Catherine a bunch of money. I'm going to give her I'm going to give her 1,000 gold. You would accept this gift? You would. Oh, good, good. Okay, wait, why did it change to 541? Well, not per turn, honey. Not per turn. Oh my God, that would have been horrible. No, we just want straight up gold. Yeah, 1,000. Oh my God, that was almost fatal. Not really. It just would have been horrible. I'd have to declare war on the next turn to cancel the trade deal. Okay, that's 1,000 one time, not 1,000 per turn, or 500 per turn. Okay, so now that should give me. It might not reflect right away, but that'll give me another 1,000 points on this. Nobody has enough gold to dump in there and beat that. Okay, so that should be a slam dunk. By the way, I have seen what I was talking about. Civ's putting in a bunch of money in the very last turn. I've seen it happen. So I'm not being silly there. Okay, let's see if we can get Schrodinger to do his thing. Where is he? Is this him here? Well, that's Eiffel. Oh, see? We'll see. Remember I said at the beginning, like, do I have a guy that can help me build a wonder? Yeah, I did have a guy that can help me build a wonder. Maybe I'll build the Sydney Opera House after all. Okay, where is the great scientist I just got? Here he is, Schrodinger. Okay, go here and activate the abilities. 3 random technologies. That's really nice. Nanotechnology, nuclear fission. Wasn't that the one I was hoping for? I think so. And composites. Yes, nuclear fission. Okay, I got it. I'll get it next turn, and then I can start building nuclear power plants. I can and related activities. Nice. I just want to see those show up. Okay, there's nuclear fission, and there's the nanotechnology, and what was it? Satellites? No, composites. Good thing. Own 3 tanks. That wasn't likely. Schrodinger. How can you tell if he's got? I know. Armando, you got it exactly. It's really a mystery as to whether or not that strategy was going to work. Like, you just never can rely on Schrodinger. Okay, so we finished a research lab. Okay, let's start in on the theater square. And let's stick it out here in the desert, since the desert's not worth it's a great place for a theater square. We have a bunch of districts up there, stuff like that. It's a good thing. I think I'm just gonna fire this guy because I can with my machine gun army. Boom. Done. Gone. Oh, I got Liang in business. Now can I, can't build a fishery there, but I can go out here and build one. Nice. Okay. And here, got one build left. But I got another builder coming up. Okay, so I'm going to build the trees. And then the other builder will come up and finish that later. Is he going to the right hex? Yes, he is. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't find out if I could plant. Oh, that's what I wanted to see if I could plant trees. Yeah, wait, stop. I'm going to see if I can plant trees in the snow. I don't think I can, but I'm just curious. That's how you answer a lot of questions in this game. You just see if you can do it or not. Wow, she's got a lot of cultists over here. Like, she's really got a lot of cultists. And she's gonna try and flip Hunza? So you get cultists by playing with the Secret Societies mode, which I recommend. I like the Secret Societies mode. Okay. I think aid request is going to get resolved. Nubia has switched to communism. I don't know. There's just moments like that that just kill me in this game. Nubia is now switched to communism. Okay, so I can build uranium plants. Now these are converts any amount of uranium into power for cities within 6 tiles that need it each turn. Each point of uranium can generate 16 power. So once built, as a nuclear power plant ages, there's an increased chance for a nuclear accident. An accident to occur. Its production and science bonus was extended to all city centers within 6,000 already have a bonus from a power plant building. Yeah, there's always a little bit of a mystery as like how there's a special project like here, recommission a nuclear reactor, which increases safety. There's always questions like, well, how often do I need to do that? I don't know. Okay, so technology tree. Okay, so let's go back here. The ones I really want, I want satellites for solar farms. And I want, it's tempting to build the biosphere, but it's going to take too long to get a bonus off of it. I do like the biosphere as a wonder though. Satellites will help me as soon as I get them. So I'm going to go for satellites. Then we're going to figure out where's the best place to build some power plants. Okay, so power plants. Well, let's look at the power situation first of all. Power in my cities. Okay, so here's all the cities, and how much? Let's see, usable power is 6. Winnipeg. Okay, so Winnipeg is got 6 power, only needs 5. That's the one city that is fully powered. All these other cities are not powered because we haven't built coal and oil plants. But now that we have nuclear capability, we can build nuclear plants. And yeah, so the only power I'm currently getting is from my 2 hydroelectric plants. And in Vancouver, it's not enough. So what we need to do is figure out where is the optimum places to build these. And part of that involves understanding where our industrial zones are. And this is a case of, I don't know if it's going to matter in terms of getting to the victory conditions. Like, do I really need to care about it, or just survive the next 20 turns and hopefully win? But I think this is a good thing to show you if, God forbid, somebody is really trying to learn how to play Civ by watching me, then and if I'm doing this wrong, let me know also. Okay, so these industrial zones are the locations where I could possibly build a nuclear power plant, and they could extend power in 6 axes in every direction. So Montreal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a nuclear power plant in Montreal, obviously, because that's the only way I'm going to power St. John. And it's also going to power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Windsor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hamilton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite Vancouver. So let's build one. I mean, I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I built one here in this spot, which I don't think is Vancouver, I think that is actually Hamilton. It's this city. 6 axes of that would include Montreal. If I want to throw St. John under the bus, I could just build one there as it is. Or I can go, let's see, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I feel like as a good emperor, I should make sure all my cities have power. Although, I will, when I get satellites, I'll be able to build, for powering, I'll be able to build solar farms. Oh, it cannot be built on, it had to be built on flat terrain, not on snow. Well, we've got lots of snow. Okay, so solar farms are not ideal because they're taking it away from something else that's probably productive. Okay. Let's see how much is it to build this nuclear power plant. It's only gonna take 6 turns. Yeah, let's just build it there too. Okay, so that will give us a nuclear power in all these cities, and this is a little suboptimal in that I'm also going to build one up here, which will add Halifax and Vancouver and Ottawa to this. So that's Hamilton. Hamilton is going to add a nuclear power plant, and we're going to make that, we'll put it to the front of the queue. And then that is going to power Ottawa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Windsor. Okay, so now, in terms of powering over here, let's work from this corner up here. From Kingston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do one of these tiles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's have Toronto build one. And 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that includes Victoria. That will include Quebec City and Kingston. So down here, I don't think Brentford is covered yet. So if we didn't really build up industry. Well, we didn't build it in Guelph, and somehow it doesn't need it. I still got some tags out there to build in Guelph. Let's show those tags. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see. If I build in Brentford, I'm not going to get Winnipeg. If I build here, I'm not going to get Brentford. Well, let's just go ahead and build up here in Winnipeg, nuclear power plant. All right, so I think Brentford got the short end of the stick. That's probably fine. Maybe. I don't know. I feel bad. Okay, we'll build one in Brentford too, just so that every city has power. Okay, great people. I also got great engineer Shah Johan. Grants production towards wonder construction, capped at half your current treasury, then reduces your gold by twice the amount. I don't really like that one. I'm gonna pass it. But I am excited that I found Eiffel, because I'm thinking I might want to build the Sydney Opera House. It's not a must-have for my strategy, but it's, let's see, +8 culture, 8 more, 8 more great people points per turn. Bolsheviks Theater is 2, 4 people per turn. And I think Sydney Opera House, is there a good spot for it? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, why not? And let's put it out in front of the campus. And then let's take Eiffel to there. It's a shame to have have that bonus to wonder production and not use it. What are these guys here? Barbarian Viking shots. Look at all those cultists. Man. Alright. Oh, check this one more time. Nobody put anything in. You win. Earned. Okay, it tells me I won, but I don't think I got the rewards for it yet. Look at my victory. Yeah, it hasn't given me the points. Okay, so here's my guy. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I can't test it this turn, but next turn I'm gonna see if I can build any trees in the snow. Probably can. But if I could build trees in the snow, then I could build a lumber mill. The Cree has earned the Great General Dwight Eisenhower. All right. You imagine the difference in the skill set of a great general. There's the announcement. Okay. I win the gold level award, so I got a bunch of diplomatic favor, but the main thing is I got 2 diplomatic victory points. So, fabulous. And Quebec City doesn't have enough food to grow, or no, it just doesn't have enough food to grow. That's a shame. We could fix that if I wanted to spend more. Okay, all the power shortages. Yep, power shortages everywhere. Menelik wants to sell me sugar. I will happily buy sugar from anyone, to be honest. Keep my people happy. Okay. Oh, and I just want to verify. 19 of 20. It's good. Okay, I'm going to put a lot of these guys on guard. Just put them to sleep or sentry. Just so it's not asking me each turn. Just trying to speed up. See if I can blitz through the rest of this game. Only 20 turns from now I should win. So I feel like I should just go ahead and do that. Let's see. Eiffel Tower. Big person activated. Well, it's still gonna take 36 turns to build the Opera House. Okay, well, we're not gonna see that to completion. I didn't know how much Eiffel would really help. I could have looked it up. It says how many hammers it gives, and you can look up how many hammers it takes. But you know, I feel like this game is a constant tug of war between how much time do I want to spend in like real life time, trying to figure out the exact optimum thing to do, versus is it like, nah, I'm playing well enough. Don't worry about being perfect. Okay, we don't care about any of those things. You have enough. Oh, our culture is dominant over Congo, so we're winning a cultural victory. Not really, just but that's a good reminder. Let's just check and make sure how far Menelik is from winning. Let's see. Chief culture, you have to come over. You attract more visiting tourists.